Hello everyone, welcome back to BPO interview tutorials. I hope you guys are doing really well. Uh, Today we came up with an interesting concept that is on Scrum Masters. So we have almost created approximately 8 to 10 videos with the certification course on the Scrum Master. If you haven't checked it out, please go back and check all the courses. It will help you in understanding all the concept very easily. And Scrum Master basically help you in order to understand the technique of managing the team, or technique how the Scrum team basically work with the other stakeholders along with the developer and other team. So you will understand everything in details. Before moving to the video, I would request everyone to stay subscribe the channel, click on bell icon so that you will get notification on all the upcoming videos. Also check out our playlist. You will find approximately 300 plus videos. Those will help you in cracking interviews on trainers, team leader, operation manager, quality analyst, Six Sigma certification, Looker Studio, MS Excel reports, dashboards, workforce management, MIS, WFM, people management, project management, Scrum Master. Many more videos are there, guys, that will surely help you in cracking your interviews very easily. Let's start today's concept, that is on Scrum Artifacts. So far we have seen many concepts like what is Scrum events, and what are the three roles in the Scrum. So we have seen different type of concept so far, and continuing the topic, today we will learn about what is Scrum Artifacts. So in order to understand the Scrum Artifacts, we have to understand three important part of it. We will see everything in detail. So let's start today's video. What is Scrum Artifact? Basically, Scrum Artifact is a transparency, I would say, a transparency or else an opportunity that will help all the related stakeholders, product owner, developer, Scrum team, everyone. They will have all the details handy. I would say handy, not handy. Like everyone have all the transparency about the work, what need to be done, how need to be done, and why that need to be done on a priority basis. Everyone have a transparency about it, due to which we require the artifacts, and those artifacts should be transparent to all the relevant team who are working on that particular project. Okay, so Scrum Artifact represent the work or the value that provide the transparency and opportunity for the inspections and adaptation. We have seen the meaning of inspection and adaptation in our last videos. You can go back and check, guys. You will understand in detail. Now basically, the artifacts, the name itself says artifacts, which means something that will help in understanding the product, right? Something that will help in understanding the thing, what kind of thing actually it is. So we require some artifacts about it, right? So basically it will provide a transparency and we can understand everything in detail. So there are three type of artifacts we can see here. The one is product backlog. Whenever we have a product, whenever a product owner come with a product, basically he will have a blueprint, right? He will have the entire product. He might divide that product into separate part, that is known as sprint. So we will have a backlog of those project, right? So basically the thing here is, whenever there is a product, there is a backlog. Understood? So we have a product backlog. With that particular product backlog, we will pick up one backlog and we will start working on that. So we will give another name, that is known as sprint backlog, right? Now after sprint backlog and the product backlog, whatever the outcome we will receive, right? Whatever the outcome we will receive from that particular sprint after the sprint review and all, that we will consider as an increment. The group of all the increment, we can see this as our end goal, or else like the possible product, right? So in this way we will understand the artifacts in detail. Now these three artifacts will ensure us that we will reach our product goal, sprint goal, and definition of done. The definition of done meaning here is, we are ready with our end product, we are ready with our end particular sprint, whatever we have started, the priority what we set, and that is ready. Understood, guys? So this is so far about the this is so far theoretical information about the Scrum artifacts. Now artifacts play an important role keeping the project on track, verifying that everyone are involved, align on what needs to be done throughout the process, or progress, right? If we have all this information accurately and transparency is there, definitely all the team are aligned to their particular work. They will understand which product, which sprint need to be picked first, and although the task is given by the product owner, but everyone will be aligned in order to understand what need to be done there, right? Makes sense. Now next, we have a second point. Let's start one by one now. The first one is product backlog. What is a product backlog? Let's consider an example. We are working on a website development. The website itself is a product backlog, right? Until it is not a definition of done, it's a product backlog. In that we have a different sprint like home page, about us page, like multiple pages we have, right? So the product backlog basically means whatever we required in the product, we have everything defined in the product backlog. Okay, it's a single source of requirement for any changes to be made in the product, any addition to be made in the product, or else the final what product we required, it will, everything will comes under the product backlog. Single source of requirement of the product is known as product backlog. Product owner is responsible for the product backlog, including the content, availability, ordering, everything, guys. So because the product, this is an important question, guys. Who is responsible for the product backlog? Product owner, guys. You should have this answer ready, I would say, like whenever HR is asking about it. Now anyone can add item in the product backlog, however product owner will prioritize the order of the product backlog. Okay, depends on the discussions, the communications are that happens, we will add our items there. We will say like this feature is also good, we can include that. In this way we can add multiple things, but the priority needs to be set by the product owner. Product backlog is a dynamic, it consistently changes to the identity what the product need to be appropriate, competitive and useful. If product is exist, the product backlog also exists. I already told you guys, if there is a product, which means there is a product backlog too. Okay, next, each item in the product backlog is known as product backlog item, PBI, guys. You might find this name whenever you go live working on any of the project, PBI. So PBI, which means product backlog item, which have enough information what basically work need to be done. They have a different information available about the product. Next, product backlog consists of three basic items, like we will have a user stories, we will have bugs, and we will have tasks. With the basis of those, we will decide, we will start a sprint, and then we will do sprint planning, then sprint backlog, sprint review. In this way the entire process will go on. Next, we have a sprint backlog, guys. I am going directly to sprint backlog, but ideally I should also explain you about the product goal, product increment and all. I thought of let's go with only a backlog here, and in terms of goals I will explain you with a different video so that you will understand about the goals in details. Now what is sprint backlog? You can see here, with the help of product backlog, we have decided we have this particular product backlog. Now we will do a sprint planning. In the sprint planning we will start our work and we will decide what needs to be done. Post that we will have some sprint backlogs, then we have a sprint goal. Okay, now let's understand what is the sprint backlog. Sprint backlog represent the work the developer need to do in the current sprint. You shouldn't say that by end of the sprint whatever work remains is known as sprint backlog. No, starting itself whatever work is aligned to complete for the developer, that is a sprint backlog, guys. Now sometimes what happens, some work will go to the least priority and that will move to the another sprint. So this all is known as sprint backlog. But starting whenever we have a work in that particular sprint, that is known as sprint backlog. Now developer responsibility here is how fast, how accelerative way he can complete that particular task. It is highly visible real-time picture of the work that the developer plan to accomplish during the sprint in order to achieve the sprint goal. Right now sprint backlog had just it will have everything, like it will have all the enough details. If not, definitely in the meetings they will discuss and they will get all the details done. Defines the task of the developer that will do two written product backlog items done incrementally by the end of the sprint. So if that comes as definition of done, which means we have completed that particular sprint. Now what we will have in the sprint backlog, we will have sprint goal, like why we need to do this, the product backlog items selected for the sprint, what are the work that we have priority, that we have chosen as a priority, and we are completing that particular task. Then the plan of delivering them, how are we delivering them, how are we completing that particular task. Okay, so all this information you will find under the sprint backlog. Next, the backlog items that are not completed in the end of the sprint are moved to the another product backlog so that product owner can prioritize them in the next sprint for the future sprint. Guys, understood? Four to five important point we have to keep in our mind. The one is, whenever there is anything in the sprint review, in the once we decide a product backlog in the sprint planning, we will decide a sprint that work that sprint need to be completed, that all work is known as a sprint backlog. In the sprint backlog we will decide why we want to do this, what we want to do, and how we are doing this in order to reach our definition of done. And last, if something remains which is least priority or else which we miss because of the deadline or anything, that will move to the another sprint. So this is all known as sprint backlog. Next, so what we have understood so far, in the product backlog we will pick some sprint and we will start our sprint backlog, and we will complete our sprint, we will have a sprint review, then we will move to the increment. Now this is, so far we have understood. Let's move to the increment. The third part of the artifact here is increment. The development team produce a feasible, usable and possible releasable version of the product during the sprint in the Scrum, which is known as a product increment. I already told you guys, we started a website, we decided a product backlog. So product owner decided a product backlog and he gave us one sprint. Okay, now the priority was set, like in the website he required home page need to be designed first. Now that will come to us, and this is a sprint backlog for us. Home page, we completed our complete task, we have completed everything in that particular sprint. Now the home page is ready, that is known as an increment. Guys, make sense? Whatever we completed in that particular sprint, that is known as an increment. Group of increment you can also say as an end goal. Okay, but the increment will only come when sprint review is completed and there is a definition of done. If this is done, then only there is an increment, guys. We cannot upfrontly decide anything here. Next, it is the collection of all the features, improvement, user stories, whatever we have finished, and we have put that particular information for the testing. It satisfied DOD, which is definition of done, and potentially releasable, which means customer may, or like product owner may receive it and they can use it however they want to. Multiple increments may be created within the sprint. The sum of the increment is presented in the sprint review and thus support the empirism. I already told you guys, whatever we complete in our sprint, we will be presenting that in the sprint review meet. In the sprint review meet, the product owner will say as go ahead, a definition of done. If it is done, then yes, the part of a project is completed, and that is known as an increment again. The increment is inspected at every sprint review at the product backlog, adapted based on the stakeholder feedback, right? Product owner feedback matters a lot. If we give us go ahead, that means yes, the increment is completed. Commitment. The commitment here is definition of done. I already told you, work cannot be considered a part of an increment unless it meets the DOD. If it is not DOD, if the feedbacks are not accepted by the product owner or stakeholder, that doesn't mean that we have come, that clear states that the sprint is not at all completed, and yes, everything will move to the another sprint planning, and product owner will set the priority and will start the work again back, guys. So these are the three part of the artifacts. First is product backlog, second is sprint backlog, and third is increment. Let me give an example. Product backlog, the entire website that need to be designed. Sprint backlog, from the entire website we have chosen home page as our first sprint, as a priority sprint. Now this comes as a sprint backlog. Whatever work we have completed, stakeholders satisfied, we have published that particular home page. Now that is an increment. So in this way we have to understand all the artifacts so that we can get a, now you can see, like with the help of this we are understanding, like there is a full transparency with all the teams who are working around this particular project. Okay, next, all this is all about the Scrum artifact, guys. I have given you a wonderful example even. So please let me know if you still have any doubt in terms of Scrum artifacts. And before starting this Scrum artifact, I would request everyone to check out all the past videos. I will add the link in description too. Even by end of this video, you will find a pop-up of Scrum Master overall course. So please make sure we are looking all the videos accurately, exactly, making a notes of everything. And by end you will understand all the concept accurately, guys. Otherwise, if you start from middle, you will not understand anything. So this is all about the Scrum artifacts, and with the help of this, what benefits we will receive: transparency, I already told you; inspections and adaptation, which means regular adjustment and checks will be done here. Everyone will be aligned on the goals, right? Focus will be there, and we will have a common view of the work progress and value, which means shared understanding here. So this is all about the Scrum artifact, guys. If you still have any doubt, let me know, I will help you. Comment sections are always open, guys. You can also check out our Instagram, LinkedIn and Facebook page. You will find information on all the upcoming vacancies, and you will also find information about the Scrum Master in our playlist. Check out everything. Feedbacks always accepted, and the comment section is always open. Don't miss to like the video, guys, if you really understood the concept. And thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.